are back on the starting line. It's been a while since I've been on a NYOA hare scramble line. But here we are, lined up in the AA class, my first race this year, at the second round of NYOA's 2020 hare scramble season. This is full action cycles. Let's get ready to do it. 20 bikes are off the AA line. Having a sketchy crash. That was close. He almost went straight into that tree. So look at this. He loses it. Oh my gosh. Just barely missing that tree. That was a good save. Alright, so we're moving. I'm on the beta. This is the first race the Beta 300 has been in. It's her debut out here. So go easy on her. And me, us girls, go easy on us because this is also my debut this season, racing. Now, I never planned on racing this bike in hare scrambles. It's set up super soft. I have the suspension valve beautifully soft. It's like a baby's bottom. But it's not meant for this type of stuff, this fast, grown man's bottom stuff. Bad analogy. What am I talking about? Spencer Hoyt's in front of me. We drop down into this stream creek section, and it just, there's arrows all over the place. I'm going this way. Everybody's going up the creek here. As I'm next to Spencer, I see this water, and I'm like, oh, mistakes were made. I'm soaked. Drop off the bank, fall to this wet spot. I'm down, get the bike up. All right, let's get going. Just soaked myself, got myself nice and wet. Word of advice, just keep your wheel high. You won't get wet. Easier said than done. The track here, you know, it's wide, it's open, straight, so like you're like automatically thinking go as fast as possible, but the ground won't let you. The ground is saying slow down because there's roots and there's rocks, all these things that are sending you flying. It's a little sketched. You gotta be careful out here. As I was coming up here, somebody was down. They said, get some help, so I'm looking for a course worker here as I'm going. Help. Whoa, there's Talon Bennett. Go around him. So I'm still keeping an eye out for a course worker. There wasn't one for a little while. I finally find a course worker. Hey! He was on the radio. He was already moving out, so I think he was heading out there. And now that I look at the scoreboard, it looks like everybody did a lap, so that rider must have been okay. Get out in the field sections, and they are chopped. They're rough. There's not a single flat spot to rest on. Camera doesn't really show it, but there is, it's just nasty. It's just harsh out there. setup definitely not ideal. Doesn't mean you can't do it. So in these sections right here, I'm in this more technical area, and I'm like, this is the element this bike is meant for right here. Even this is a little bit fast compared to hard enduro speed, but this is where it shines. I mean, I was in here like, this is great. I wish the whole race was like this. So I am keeping my eye out for a hare scramble bike that'll set up for these type of races. I was even thinking about venturing into the small bore world. You know, I think that'd be pretty dang fun. What do you guys think? What do you think? Why am I losing my front brakes? We have got a crisis. My brakes, my front brakes are squishy. They're squishy. I'm losing them. I'm losing brake power. And I'm going, I'm like, oh God, not yet. I'm already having problems with the bike. Well, I look down and my brake perch is loose. My lever's gonna fall off the handlebars. I need to get tools. I need an 8mm wrench. This sucks. Holy. It's hardly on there. My main concern was that the whole thing was gonna fall apart. I'd lose the bolts, and then I'm really hose bagged and I'm done. So I'm holding it with my hand, trying to prevent the bolts from backing out. Meanwhile, I'm fully distracted from what I'm actually supposed to be doing, which is racing. I'm thinking, all right, I gotta get a wrench. Where am I gonna get this? How am I gonna do that? So I start shooting from the hip. I'm asking random people, does anyone have an 8mm? 8mm?
I don't.
So this guy helps out. He tightens it by hand. So I really appreciate it. I'll find someone up ahead.
Alrighty.
Thank you. But I got to get it tight. So I go up here. Anyone got an 8mm? No. 8mm wrench? This guy. Oh, perfect. My hero has an 8mm on a socket.
What's up, man?
Perfect. Yeah, buddy. This way? I was pumped, man. I'm like, yeah. What? Oh. That made my race. I should just pull off now and end it on a high note. Come back through the start area and we loop up here to scoring.
X7.
That showed I was in 17th place out of 20 riders in AA, so we got some work to do here. We got a long race ahead, but we got some work to do. Where am I going here? I'm taking lines that probably shouldn't have been taken. At least I didn't go in the water this time. I gotta make up some time, but I'm not ripping here at any breakneck speed. I mean, I'm just keeping a good, consistent speed, but nothing that's gonna set me apart, you know? It's... Whoa! Oh, you all right? All right. Yeah, that's what happens when you cross me. I'm gonna just take you out! Gave him a thumbs up. I think we're best buds now. We're cool. Accidents happen. Actually, I just gave him the finger, but no, okay, no, kids, no, don't do that. If you notice, I'm zigzagging, avoiding any rough spots of the track as much as I can. Trying to avoid any of those big bumps. I mean, the suspension just wasn't going to take it this soft. So I figured avoiding it was my faster bet. But I gotta get that set up. I gotta get that. I mean, that small bore is calling my name. I don't know why. It's like a calling right now. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. What bike do you want me to race hare scrambles? I mean, I'll buy it tomorrow. We'll be out there racing it. Oh, look at this line choice. Wonderful. Actually, that was not bad. That's avoiding the crap. This is that really tacky, thick mud. that's super slippery. The ground is a hard-packed clay. You got this skim surface, and it almost seems like when it rains out, this stuff is almost better. But because it's sticky, it makes it almost worse. Then you've got all these roots, so the whole thing, it's not very confidence-inspiring. So you're sliding around everywhere. You're just slipping and sliding. But that's how it is. The whole time you're in this kind of uncontrolled, controlled slide. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. You know, your bike's sliding all over the place. But when you start to relax and loosen up and let the bike do its thing, it's so much better than trying to fight with the bike. I mean, that's how you wear yourself out. So it's just a matter of getting yourself comfortable with that sensation of sliding. And once you kind of get there, things are a lot better. Not too many fireworks on this second lap here. We got some traffic working through. I mean, the traffic would kind of make you take some lines you didn't necessarily want to take, but they're still faster when you can get around other riders. Whoa, you hear that? I mean, I hit these kickers, and the bike would just dog because it was so rich. The jetting is way too rich. I'd hit a kicker, and the thing would be like, it's just dogging on itself. And it was sketched because I tried to, gas it to keep the front end up, and it would just nosedive because I couldn't get the power. It just wasn't it was there. It was too rich. Got to do some jetting on this thing, but I do like how rich it is for the hard enduro stuff. The traction is a lot better. That sploogey low end is beautiful for traction. Uh-oh. Tiptoeing on the roots. I kept taking this bad line. Look at this stupid line. There's a line over to the right, so much better, and then I'm over here in this stuff. God, that's the worst line to take. There we go, gotta rev it up here so people can hear me coming. The Beta's a pretty quiet bike, so making sure people know you're coming up, the pass call or whatever, just so that they are aware you're coming. Always a good idea. Good. There's James over there, helping us out. He had our gas for our pit stop and some goggles, so that was great. Thank you, James. Finish up the second lap here. I'm in 15th place. Heading out for the third. There's the small bore, baby. Hey, that's what I need. I don't know who that was, but they were ripping. I mean, that would be me on a 150. Just saying. So I'm coming through here and the camera runs out of battery. So to summarize the rest of the race, I pit on this lap, finish it up, go out on the fourth, and I'm about halfway through the fourth in that technical section, and I just catch this route wrong, and it sends me flying off to the right into one of these trees right in here. And I hit the tree straight on, and when I did that, it jerked the bars and it jammed my thumb. I think I just really sprained my thumb pretty bad because it's still really bothering me. But I limped her home. I actually finished up that lap and I got to the white flag and pulled off. So I ended up 14th in AA and 45th overall. So considering that I didn't do the last lap, that's not so bad. But I was bummed because I really thought I could have had a decent finish if I stuck with it and really powered through the end. But that's when I really pushed through. But it's what it is. So I'm healing her up here, getting ready for Tough Like Roar. That is the next race. Hard Enduro season is kicking off. So we'll see you guys down in Pennsylvania at Tough Like Roar. Stay tuned. Thank you.